Thank you. All right, friends. So it is time for PBL. And remember, we always introduce PBL. PBL is centered around us learning about real world challenges and problems. Our essential questions, which are the 3 big questions that we've been learning about, are who am I? How does this impact how I see the world? And how does this impact how the world sees me? So now, if you notice, I highlighted one of those questions. And the question I highlighted is, how does this impact how I see the world? And that means that I highlighted it because we are going to be focusing on this question for the next 2 weeks-ish, okay? We're only going to be, we're going to be doing PBL for just 2 days this week, today and tomorrow. But then when we come back, we are going to continue focusing on this question. And this question means, how does who I am impact the way I see the world, or how I see the world? So all of the things that we learned about the last 2 weeks, about who we are and our identity, is going to help us the next couple of weeks in order to answer this question, okay? So now, in order to get us started, we want to learn about our dreams and who we want to be. So our dreams can be, I got too excited. Our dreams can be, oops. What do you want to be when you grow up? So our dreams sometimes are exactly this. What do we want to be when we grow up? So we are just going to start thinking about this question. And in just a little bit, we are going to have a chance to brainstorm who we want to be when we grow up. Who you want to be when you grow up does come from your identity and who you are. For example, I could say that I'm a very kind and loving human being. My dreams, or one of my dreams that I wanted to be when I grew up, was a teacher. And now guess what? I'm a teacher. And most teachers, well, pretty much all teachers, I would say, are very kind and loving human beings that really love to like put their students first, and they want to help out with the world. And that usually comes from a very kind and loving human being. Okay, so in a little bit, we're going to brainstorm. Actually, Miss Taronas is going to brainstorm too, because guess what, guys? I'm not fully grown up. And there are so many things that I still want to be when I grow up. Okay, so we're going to get there in just a second. Now, we're going to watch a video that where kids they're asked the question, they're asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? So we're going to watch this video to get you to start thinking and brainstorming, because maybe not a lot of friends have like thought about this question. Okay, so we're going to watch it to start brainstorming, and you're going to start thinking about, what do I want to be when I grow up? So let's go ahead and watch this video and start thinking about that, okay? All right, are you ready? It's a super fun video. Just tons of kids answering that question, okay?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be... Hey, I never thought of that. Let me think about that. Well,
I want to be a teacher when I grow up.
elementary teacher. I like little kids.
Babysitter.
A pastor.
Dolphin trainer.
A janitor that eats bugs. A haircutter.
A person who helps in charities.
Only cashier at Walmart.
The author. Chapter books about mythical creatures and animals and things.
I want to be a lawyer.
Lawyer.
Pilot. Pilot. And a dad. A pilot racer dad.
Scientist.
Paleontologist. Mine for dinosaur bones and studies them.
YouTuber.
Movie star.
A famous actor.
Actor.
On stage.
On TV.
On Disney Channel.
Or commercials. I gotta be a model.
I'll work it.
If I weren't a model, I'll just be a policeman. Police officer. A cop. I want to car chases. Catch bad guys. A superhero. Batman. Spider-Man.
I would like to go into the U.S. Army because my grandma, she loved the Army, but she never went into the service.
I want to be the third African-American gymnast. Gymnastic coach. I want to be a professional dancer. Dance teacher. Ballerina.
Professional soccer player. I have a shirt on right now that's for Barcelona.
Soccer player.
Basketball player.
Basketball, football, or soccer player.
Or baseball. I can never choose.
I do not know.
I'm still working on that. Maybe when I grow up, I'll pick.
I already have a whole plan.
Serve the Air Force for 20 years. Become a businessman. Make my own company for cars. I want to be a Pokemon trainer. I want to work at Target.
I want a cake. I want to be a pop star, rock star, singer.
Singer.
I want to be a cook, but I don't really know how to actually cook. I want to be an artist.
Painter. I want to be an artist that goes around painting walls. An artist and a video game maker.
Video game designer.
I want to be a filmmaker. Whatever my dad is.
Do you know what your dad is?
I'm not sure. I'll be a doctor. Doctor. A mermaid. A mermaid doctor.
Heart surgeon. Neurosurgeon. Cardiologist.
Gynecologist.
Pediatrician. The kids doctor.
Pediatrician.
And why do you want to do that?
I want to be a doctor and then I can wear rainbow sweatpants.
I really want to be a nurse. Everyone says you have to be very good at science and math. I'm not really, but I still want to be one.
I want to be a pet doctor because I like helping animals. Pet veterinarian.
Zoologist.
Princess Fairy zookeeper.
How much do you think they get paid?
$29.
Wow, friends. Those friends, like these students, named so many things that they want to be when they grow up. Crazy. Oh, we're not there yet. Don't move next minutes. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I don't know how to use my computer anymore. All right. So, now, what are some dream What are some dream jobs the students want to be when they grow up? So what are some of the dream jobs they shared that they want to be when they grow up? Okay, get ready. Alexis, what are some of the things that they said they wanted to be? Okay, we're not thinking about us yet because we're going to get there in just a second. What are some of the things that the friends that we just watched their video, what are some of the things they said they wanted to be when they grow up, okay? I want to be when I grow up. Maybe some of you already know this answer, but we're still going to brainstorm and think. Maybe there's tons of things that you want to be when you grow up, okay? Like I said, there's still things that I want to be when I grow up. I don't want to just limit myself to being a teacher. Maybe I want to be a mermaid, like some of those friends said. Like, that's super cool. Okay, so we're not there. Okay, so I am actually going to model first what you guys are going to do in a second. So in the middle, so we always use a circle map to, hold on 1 second, sorry. We use a circle map to brainstorm, okay? So in the middle of my circle map, I am going to write when I grow up. And then I'm just gonna put 3 dots. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller so I can put a circle around it. I'm gonna draw my circle around for my circle map. Okay, just like Miss Mans told us earlier, we write first and then we put our circle, okay? Just so that we're not limiting ourselves to be, well, if I draw a tiny, tiny circle, how am I gonna be able to write everything in there? It might get a little complicated, okay? So, my brainstorm, my turn first, okay? When I grow up, I want to be a vet. So that means that like I want to be a doctor for animals because I like animals. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher. I'm actually living one of my dreams right now. When I grow up, I want to be a hold on, I have my list of things real quick. Oh, I want to be, so back in the day, I used to say I wanted to be a doctor. That maybe for children, so that would be a pediatrician, right? Pediatrician is a doctor for kids. When I was littler, I wanted to be an actress. I don't know if I could do that nowadays, but maybe we'll see. Okay. I want to be a really good cook, but I also want to be a baker. And a baker is somebody that like makes cakes or cupcakes and super fancy desserts, okay? And so right now I have about 6. So then now I'm gonna close my circle map, but I could keep going if I wanted to. There are so many things that I wanna be when I grow up that the options are like endless, okay? Trying to draw a circle because I'm closing my map now. Close my circle map after I wrote all of the things that I was brainstorming. Okay, now it is going to be your turn to brainstorm. But before we go ahead and brainstorm, I want to hear from a couple of friends. I know a couple of you already wanted to share. I'm gonna stop sharing, Miss Langford.
Hold on.
The middle, and then you're gonna start your brainstorm. We're gonna have about 5 to 10 minutes to brainstorm. And you're just gonna write down all the things. You can at least have 5 or less, however many things you want to be when you grow up that you can write. I haven't said blueberries, so we shouldn't have our materials yet, okay? Now, because I want to tell you guys something before we get started. Because we're going to be writing it down on a piece of paper, I wanted to tell you, I put an activity in Seesaw for PBL, but if I'm the sample student and I go into my PBL, there is a circle map here where you can fill it in. But you can also, hold on one second, you can also go to the second page and say, if I take a picture of the paper that I've already written on, so this is my paper from writing earlier. So I can take a picture of my writing that we're gonna do right now instead of having to do it again. If I take a picture of it, then it's there, and then I would just turn it in. And I'm done, and I don't have to write it on this circle map. It'll be here as a picture because I already wrote it, okay? So that is just an option. If you choose to fill out the circle map again, you can go ahead and do that. But because we're gonna do our writing right now, you can take a picture and upload that, okay? All right, I know a lot of you friends are ready. You're like, I'm ready to brainstorm. So, blueberries, get your materials, and then you can go ahead and get started, okay? I see a couple of friends. Armani, do you have a question?
Is it okay if I erase all of the things, the guys and those things?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Am I sharing my screen?
You're still sharing.
Okay. So in the middle, you're gonna write when I grow up. And then draw your circle around it. Okay, we're gonna just have about 5-ish minutes to work independently and you're gonna start brainstorming, okay? I see a couple of friends already getting started. Mark, do you have a question? I'm gonna find my page. I need everybody sitting in star, tracking the screen. sorry, 1 second. I'm going back in as if I was the sample student and I need to edit my post, okay? You don't have to do this part again because guess what? If you were doing what you were supposed to be doing right now, you already have it written down. So I'm gonna erase this picture. If I come into my activity, I'm gonna go to the second page. I'm gonna click the picture, take a picture with your iPad or whatever. You can hold your thing up just like me, or you can hold your iPad up and take a picture of your paper. Take a picture of it. You can make it bigger if you want. And then you're just gonna submit that. Okay, I'm gonna click the green button. So, don't erase. If you have on a whiteboard, don't erase it because you can use this to submit your assignment. All right, do we have any questions about that?